Being rich isn't just about money, it's about how you think about money. Yet most people never crack the code. Some hate the rich, blaming them for society's problems. Others glorify them, believing wealth is reserved for an elite few. But the actual truth? Anyone can become rich. The difference isn't luck or inheritance, it's money psychology and economic literacy. The wealthy understand money in a way the average person doesn't. And let's be real, schools don't teach wealth management. Most financial advice is outdated or flat out wrong. That's why today, we're revealing 15 game-changing secrets the rich don't want you to know. So if you're ready to become a millionaire, or maybe a billionaire, then stay tuned till the end. Let's start off with number 15. Anyone can become wealthy. The biggest lie ever told about money is that wealth is reserved for a select few. That only those born into privilege or those who get lucky end up rich. But look around. There are millionaires who were once broke, immigrants who arrived with nothing, and college dropouts who built empires. If wealth was about privilege, this wouldn't be possible. Here's the real truth. Money is a game, and anyone can learn to play it. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. The poor and middle class focus on making money. The rich focus on multiplying money. Most people chase higher salaries, but the wealthy chase income streams, investments, and ownership. The reason most people never build wealth? They never change their mindset. They spend money like it's unlimited and invest like they'll live forever. But once you start seeing money as a tool instead of a paycheck, everything shifts. Wealth isn't given, it's built. And the best part? Anyone can do it. Number 14. The myth of the revolutionary idea. Most people believe you need $1 billion idea to get rich. They think the only way to make serious money is to invent something groundbreaking, like the next iPhone or the next social media platform. But that's a lie. The richest people in the world didn't invent anything new. They just took existing ideas and made them better. Look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos didn't invent online shopping. He just optimized it. Starbucks didn't invent coffee. They just branded it differently. Uber didn't create taxis. They made the system smoother. The truth is, it's not about coming up with a new idea. It's about executing an existing idea better than anyone else. Most people spend their lives waiting for inspiration, but the wealthy take action. They don't sit around hoping for a eureka moment. They find what's already working and improve it. You don't need to create something revolutionary. You just need to take something people already want and deliver it better, faster, or cheaper. That's how real money is made. Number 13. You don't need a fortune to invest. A lot of people believe investing is only for the wealthy. They think they need a six-figure salary or massive savings before they can start. But that's a complete myth. The wealthy don't wait until they have millions to invest. They start with what they have and build from there. Here's the truth. Investing isn't about how much money you start with. It's about consistency. A small investment, compounded over time, can turn into a fortune. You don't need a ton of cash to buy stocks. You can start with $50 a month in an index fund. You don't need to buy a house in cash. Smart investors use leverage and financing to get into real estate with little money down. The biggest mistake people make? Waiting. They think, I'll invest when I have more money. But that day never comes. The rich understand that time is more valuable than money. And the sooner you start investing, the sooner you start multiplying your wealth. Just don't get into crypto. Number 12. Your primary residence is not an asset. For years, we've been told that buying a house is the ultimate investment. But that's not how the rich see it. A house isn't an investment. It's an expense. It costs you money in mortgage payments, property taxes, maintenance, and repairs. An asset is supposed to make you money, not drain it. The wealthy don't buy their dream homes first. They buy income-generating properties first, rental properties, commercial real estate, or cash-flowing businesses. These investments pay for their lifestyle. Meanwhile, the average person spends decades paying off a mortgage, believing they're building wealth when in reality, they're just paying interest to the bank. If you really want financial freedom, focus on building income first, then buy luxuries later. Instead of spending all your savings on a down payment for a house that won't pay you back, invest in something that will. Number 11, credit. Your friend, not your foe. Most people fear debt. They see it as a trap, a financial black hole that leads to bankruptcy. But the rich, they use debt to get richer. The difference? They use good debt, not bad debt. Bad debt is buying things that lose value. Credit card debt, car loans, financing expensive gadgets. Good debt is borrowing money to buy income-generating assets. The wealthy take loans to buy real estate, invest in businesses, and acquire stocks. They don't borrow to spend. They borrow to build wealth. The average person avoids debt or misuses it, while the rich master it. They understand that if they can borrow money at 4% interest and invest it at 12% returns, they're making free money. The lesson? Debt isn't bad. Ignorance about debt is bad. If you learn how to use credit correctly, it can be a tool that accelerates your wealth instead of holding you back. Number 10, forget the Ivy League. Your dreams don't need a degree. For years, people have been told that a college degree is the golden ticket to success. But the truth is, most millionaires don't rely on their diplomas to get rich. Some of the most successful people in the world, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, dropped out. Why? Because real wealth doesn't come from school. It comes from knowledge, skills, and execution. Most schools teach you how to be an employee, not how to build wealth. They don't teach you about investing, business, or financial independence. They teach you how to take on debt, get a job, and work for someone else for the rest of your life. The rich skip the traditional path and learn real-world money-making skills. The lesson? Education is important, but the right education is what matters. Number 9, your banker works for the bank, not you. Most people trust their bank to help them make the right financial decisions. But here's the ugly truth. Your banker isn't working for you. They're working for the bank. Their job isn't to make you rich, it's to sell financial products that make the bank more money. Every time they push a savings account, a loan, or an investment package, they're not looking out for your best interests. They're maximizing their employer's profits. The rich know better. They don't rely on banks for financial advice because they understand that the bank's goal is to make money off them, not for them. Instead, they hire independent financial advisors who work for them, not on commission. These advisors aren't tied to a bank's sales quotas, so their advice is based on what's best for the client, not what generates the most fees. If you're still taking financial advice from a banker, you're playing a losing game. Banks profit when you take on debt, park your money in low-interest savings accounts, and invest in products that favor them, not you. The real move? Educate yourself, hire independent advisors, and take control of your financial future. Number 8, interest-free payments are a trap. Interest-free financing sounds like a great deal. Who wouldn't want to spread out their payments with zero extra cost? But here's the catch. It's a psychological trap designed to make you spend more. Retailers and finance companies know that when something feels more affordable in smaller payments, people buy things they normally wouldn't. It's why furniture stores, electronics retailers, and car dealerships push these deals so hard. Instead of feeling the full weight of a $2,000 TV or a $50,000 car, you only see a manageable monthly payment. The reality? You're still paying full price, sometimes even more if you miss a payment and get hit with penalties. The rich don't fall for these tricks. They know that if they can't buy something outright, they probably shouldn't be buying it at all. Instead of taking on unnecessary payments, they invest their money in assets that generate returns. They understand that every dollar spent on financed luxuries is a dollar not working for them in investments. If you truly want to be financially free, stop financing things you don't need. That new gadget or luxury item isn't worth it if it keeps you from investing in your future. The rule is simple. If you have to finance it, you can't afford it. Number 7, learning never stops. Most people believe education ends when they finish school. But here's what the rich understand. Learning never stops. The moment you stop improving your skills, expanding your knowledge, and upgrading your mindset, you start falling behind. The wealthy are lifelong learners. They don't rely on a degree to keep them relevant. They constantly read, take courses, attend seminars, and surround themselves with people who challenge their thinking. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and the only way to stay ahead is to keep evolving. Meanwhile, the average person stops learning after college. They believe that once they've landed a job, they don't need to grow anymore. This is why so many people stay stuck in the same financial position year after year. They never invest in self-education. Want to get rich? Adopt the mindset of constant growth. Read books about investing, business, and psychology. Learn from people who have already succeeded. And most importantly, find mentors. Number 6, emotions. Your secret weapon or your biggest enemy. Most people let emotions control their financial decisions, and that's why they never build wealth. Fear, greed, and impatience drive bad choices. The rich, on the other hand, control their emotions and use them strategically. Think about it. How many times have you seen people panic sell their stocks during a market crash? Or buy into a hot investment because everyone else is doing it, only to lose money when the hype fades? These emotional reactions cost people fortunes. The wealthy play the long game. They understand that markets fluctuate, businesses take time to grow, and patience creates wealth. But controlling emotions isn't just about investing, it's about spending too. Impulse buying is one of the biggest killers of financial progress. The rich don't make emotional purchases, they make calculated decisions. If they want something expensive, they don't just buy it because they deserve it. They ask, how will this purchase impact my financial future? Want to win with money? Master your emotions. Number 5, the myth of the lavish lifestyle. How the rich really live. Most people assume that the rich live in luxury 24/7. Fancy cars, designer clothes, private jets. But here's the truth. Most wealthy people don't live like that at all. In fact, many of them live well below their means. Take Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, who still lives in the same modest house he bought in the 1950s. Or Mark Zuckerberg, who drives a Honda. The reason? They prioritize financial security over flashy appearances. They understand that true wealth isn't about what you own, it's about what you keep. Meanwhile, many middle-class and broke people spend like they're rich. They finance luxury cars, buy designer clothes on credit, and live in houses they can barely afford, just to look wealthy. But real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about building assets and financial freedom. If you want to be truly wealthy, stop trying to impress people with things you can't afford. Number 4, stop buying, start making. The path to wealth. Most people spend their lives as consumers, always buying and working for someone else. The rich? They are producers. They own businesses, create products, and sell services. Every time you buy a phone, designer shoes, or a subscription, you're making someone else rich. But what if, instead, you built something? Wealthy people don't chase discounts or save pennies. They build revenue streams, a business, digital products, or real estate investments. Even small actions like selling a skill or investing in dividend stocks can shift you from a spender to an earner. If you want to be rich, stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an owner. Number 3, stuff won't make you happy. The truth about true wealth. Many believe money equals happiness, thinking a luxury car or $1 million home will finally bring fulfillment. But the truth? Happiness doesn't come from stuff. How often have you bought something expensive only to feel empty weeks later? That's because material possessions provide temporary pleasure, not lasting joy. Meanwhile, the rich prioritize freedom, relationships, and self-growth over impressing others. True wealth is having control over your time and the ability to do what matters. That's why financially free people focus on experiences, investments, and personal development rather than accumulating junk. If you want to feel truly wealthy, stop chasing things that lose value. Invest in your future, build strong relationships, and create a life where money serves you, not the other way around. Number 2, don't hoard your money. Invest and grow. Saving money feels smart, but saving alone won't make you wealthy. Investing will. Inflation eats away at cash, making your bank balance worth less every year. Meanwhile, the rich don't just save, they put their money to work. Wealthy people invest in stocks, real estate, and businesses, assets that grow over time. They don't fear spending on investments because they know money must move to multiply. Instead of hoarding cash, they place it in opportunities that generate passive income. The biggest financial mistake? Thinking playing it safe is the smart move. The rich understand that calculated risks lead to big rewards. If you want to build real wealth, stop thinking like a saver. Start thinking like an investor. Number 1, hang with the rich. Get rich. You become who you surround yourself with. If your circle is full of broke, negative people with no ambition, guess what? You'll become just like them. Sorry, but it's a reality. The wealthy know this, which is why they carefully choose their environment. No, rock-saters or singers. Spending time with successful, financially smart people changes your mindset. You start thinking bigger, making smarter decisions, and seeing new opportunities. That's why the rich network constantly, because relationships create wealth. On the other hand, if you're always around people who complain about money and blame the system, that mindset will hold you back. Instead, seek mentors, attend business events, and connect with those ahead of you. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon.